It's a bitter realization when you find out that the ones you trusted the most are the ones who have been plotting your downfall all along. You never think it will happen to you, but the pain of betrayal feels as if it's an unspoken truth waiting to break your heart. Sometimes the people closest to you aren't the ones who help you rise, but the ones who tear you down. It's not the distance that hurts the most, but the closeness with which they play their deceitful games, pretending to be your friend. You can never truly heal from betrayal until you recognize that it wasn't your fault, and that no matter how much you loved or trusted someone, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's just a dark part of their own heart they chose to expose. Being stabbed in the back is never easy, but it's even more painful when the one holding the knife is someone you thought was your ally. It makes you question everything, and that's when you start learning to guard your heart. The hardest part of betrayal is not the anger or the hurt. It's the realization that you let someone into your life, trusted them, and believed they had your best interests at heart when, in fact, they only had their own. They say forgiveness is a way to heal, but sometimes the real healing comes from learning to walk away and never looking back. Not every relationship deserves a second chance, especially when trust is broken beyond repair. You never see the knife coming, especially when it's from someone you've shown your deepest vulnerabilities. But the sharpest pain of betrayal isn't in the injury, it's in the lie that was whispered all along. The truth about betrayal is that it doesn't just break your heart, it cracks your spirit. It forces you to confront your own resilience and rebuild yourself, piece by piece, trusting that one day the wounds will close. When someone you love betrays you, it isn't just a single cut. It's a series of small betrayals leading to the ultimate blow. And it's in that moment that you realize no one else can hurt you as deeply as the ones you've loved. Betrayal doesn't just hurt in the moment. It lingers in your thoughts, gnawing at your heart every time you think of the person who once meant so much. It leaves you questioning every relationship, every word, and every act of kindness. It's a cold, hard truth to accept. People don't always have your best interests at heart. Some are just waiting for the moment when they can pull you down to elevate themselves. Betrayal is often the price of misplaced trust. Betrayal makes you stronger, but the journey to that strength is painful. You have to relearn how to trust, how to love, and most importantly, how to trust yourself again after someone has shattered your faith. The pain of betrayal is often compounded by one simple thought: why didn't I see this coming? The truth is, you trusted them because you wanted to, not because you were blind. And that's where the lesson lies. It's easy to blame the person who betrayed you, But the real work begins when you confront the parts of you that allowed it to happen. Sometimes betrayal revealed more about your own weaknesses than it does about the person who hurt you. When you realize that the person who's hurt you the most is the one who knew you best, it's like the ground beneath you vanishes. It's hard to fathom how someone who shared your heart could also be the one to break it. You can't avoid betrayal. It comes in waves, and while the first wave knocks you down, the second one teaches you how to stand stronger. The most important lesson is not how to avoid being hurt, but how to rise from the pain. The hardest thing about betrayal isn't just the initial pain, but the quiet aftermath, the quiet whispers that linger long after the deed is done. Trust is shattered, and everything you thought was true becomes uncertain. When someone betrays you, it's not the end of the world. It's the end of an illusion. You thought you knew them, you thought they were loyal, but they revealed a side of themselves you never knew existed. Trust is not given, it's earned. But when it's betrayed, it's never easy to rebuild. Betrayal teaches you the fragility of trust and the strength it takes to rebuild your life after it's been shattered. You learn who someone truly is when they have the power to hurt you and still choose to do so. Betrayal isn't just about what they did, it's about what they were willing to do despite knowing how much it would destroy you. When someone betrays you, they don't just break your trust, they change the way you see the world. You start second-guessing everyone and everything, and the innocence you once held is forever gone. The scars from betrayal never fully fade. They leave an imprint on your soul, reminding you of the dangers of placing your heart in the wrong hands. And while you heal, you learn to trust with more caution